we've heard the stories about Hulk Hogan getting his leg supposedly broken by Hero. Did you have any issues with the training there, with them trying to rough you up?
Not at all, but you mentioned Hogan. I got a story. When I first met Hogan, he played bass guitar in a band in Tampa, Florida. And I was the Florida heavyweight champion at the time, but I only weighed about 210, maybe 212. And I went to a bar after the matches where Hogan was playing. Of course, I didn't know who it was at the time. And the band went on break, and I decided I might as well go home. I'd been out, late enough. I was walking out to my car, and I hear this fellow go, "Hey, Mr. Orton. Mr. Orton." I turned around and looked, and it was Hogan, who was a big man. And at that time, me being kind of a small heavyweight in Florida where wrestling was hot, there were a lot of times I had to fight a little bit, because people, I was smaller, and they thought, tall and skinny.
Yeah.
And they thought they could handle me. And I looked at how I go, oh boy, here we go again. But he was very polite, and I told him to go to the Sportatorium and see Hiro Matsuda, because he asked me about how to get into professional wrestling. Now, he would have got in anyway, and everything else. I'm not saying that I've got anything to do with Hogan's success, but it's kind of an interesting story. I met him, coming out of the bar that night, and he did go to Hiro, and I did hear that Hiro hurt him or something, but
he exaggerates a lot, so I'm not sure if the leg was actually broken or not.
Well, it's his story. He can tell it however he wants to.
Yeah.
But Hiro, he wasn't easy on anybody. Now, he might have been a little bit easier on me because of Dad and everything. I don't know, but he puts you through your paces.
Now, when you saw Hulk Hogan in WWE, was that the first time that you ran into him since the discussion you had in Florida?
Probably. Probably.
Did he have any recollection of you from those days, or?
He was always real nice to me, real kind to me when we went out and when we had our matches. It was easy, just. Yeah.
You had a match with him on the very first episode of Saturday Night's main event.
Saturday Night Main Event. I sure did.
What was your impression of WWE being in such a great time slot on NBC? I guess it was replacing Saturday Night Live once a month or
something like that. Oh, it was great. Back in that time when Vince got everything going, it really took off. It was a great thing. That Saturday Night Main Event was a great thing. Dick Ebersol and everything.